Oh, for God's sake. Right. This isn't right at all, is it? Right. Hang on just a moment. Let's get this done. You should be you, and you should be you. Are we not? Oh, good. Yeah, it's not gonna. There we go. Hooray! I'm probably going to have to do that every stream now because I've got the two of the same camera. And because I've got two of the same bloody camera, it's like, it's just, it's going, hey, you can't have two of the same. Yeah, why not? It was a good camera, I wanted another one. Good morning, all. Today we're going to get some more of this done. The shin. But I have been painting my Master Chief helmet. As you can see, I've done all like the weathering and chroming on it. So there's loads of lovely chrome highlights and stuff like that. And I don't know if you were here before when I showed it off when I got here. They literally just look like pen, like they're drawn on every single line on the entire helmet. And all I've done is what I do with everything else and just given it like chrome highlights so you can just see it shimmer in the light, and it picks up brilliant on camera when you're taking photographs with people. I've done like a bit of a chrome tribute to the big black smudge that was on the back originally. So there you go, Mr. Wizard. I do. Woo, boo, morphos. But yeah, I'm really proud of this. It's come out really well, and just goes to show, Mr. Wizard, you can sand all you want, but it doesn't it doesn't mean you're gonna get any different results. Hang on, let's get it. Hey, there we go. I love that so much. Right, so I'm gonna get this put back together. I need to put all the insides back in it. I think first I'll have to try and get. I think the visor goes back in first. I think it was already a flace surface. Normally I try and interpret for you, mate, but flace or flacky, I don't know what that means. Right, we've got the visor here. Oh, flat surface. And we've got all the screws in a poo bag connected to the head brace bit. Uh, yeah, that's right, it is a poo bag for your dog. When I thought, like, what better to keep all my screws back in thingy. But yeah, the other thing was that my my paint gun worked incredibly well. I had to water down the paint that I normally use to get it to really flow through it, and stop spitting out chunks. But once I did it, it was absolutely spot on, and it just fucking covered it perfectly. And the only thing I'm upset about is that just on this pipe, as you can see, the bloody masking tape didn't stick down fully. So once I've put it all back together, I'm just gonna get like a little cloth out and wipe that off. It's not too visible from like far away. When you see it there, it's not too visible, but when you get like up close, you know, it's fairly obvious that what's happened on that one. But all the rest of it's gone really well. Like, I was so proud of the lines I managed to keep all the way along the edges of that. And this bit here, there's a bit just there where my finger is. Believe it or not, that's the original paint job. That little lick of green that's there was there originally. So, you know, well done. Well done to those people. Right. Now, like I say, I think the best thing to do would be to put this in first. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. And then I'll put the head brace in. I mean, already, look at it. Oh, it's gonna look good. Right, I need to release the screws from my poo bag. I think there is, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws for the 6 for the visor. That's that. That's more than 6, but it'll do for now. I brought a little handy screwdriver for the job. Jesus. I've been called worse. Hello, Naz. You can go over here. Oh, here we go. Right. One. Ha ha. 2. A lot of counting goes on in my house. There we go. I mean, technically, the way it looks like that, and like it's now screwed top and bottom, technically, probably don't need to put any more in because it's so well molded that it's like, it's just spot on the way it is. Like, I'm just so happy with it. In particular, now it's all painted up and everything, and it matches the rest of the suit. It's fucking spot on. What are you up to, Mr. Wizard? Are you sanding? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I cannot resist the question. Are you sanding? Yes, I am. So we know that's the answer. Come on now. Painting! Mein Gott in Himmel. Amazing. Painting the rifle. You doing the Nerf rifle, or did you print one? Oh. Nerf. It's a bloody good rifle, that Nerf rifle, isn't it? Like, the detail on it's cracking. I think there was like an official statement saying that it's not exact and it's inspired by, you know, to get them out of the crosshairs of nerds like me that demand authenticity. But I think it's brilliant. I honestly don't think there's any flaws with it, really. That screw seems to be just spinning in it. See if this one goes in. What the hell? Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, is that one going in? if I could get a camera in here to like show you what I'm doing, it would be helpful, but it's quite difficult to get. I wonder if this isn't. Oh, it's not lined up. Bloody hell. Right, it is now. But it's still just spinning. It's not going in. All your car documents have been drawn on by a 5-year-old. What? What do you mean, my car documents? I think she did that like ages ago, didn't she? If it's the old ones. Bloody little bugger she is. Oh dear, I figured this would happen. It is not. It does not want to play. But okay. Right. One of the screws won't go back in. She had to bypass an entire pack of paper to get to them. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. In all honesty, she'll have had it in her head that she was playing a game where she was sorting out my documents or something like that for, you know, for something. I'm not sure. Right, a couple of these screws are going to be left over because I'm not putting there's a little dome on the top, which was for, what was it for? It was for the what was it for? Can't think. Oh. It was for, yeah, for the dome thing, for the stand, and I just don't need the stand. Hang on. Is this meant to be like this? I can't remember. Oh no. I think it was. I think it does go this way around. It does. It does. I'm a silly sausage. There we go. There we are. That's in there now. And I'm just going to put the screws in. And again, I'm sorry. There is no such thing as a point of view, a POV on this one. The magnet's failing on this as well, so it's going to be a bit of a weird one to drop in. There we go. Managed. There we go. One in. Do the other side, and then it's going to be difficult after that because the other one was really hard to get to. Definitely didn't drop that. For God's sake, get in there. Off. Everything's fine. Right. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna try and do it with my finger in there's like a little slot to the side that the screw keeps falling out of. Has it gone in? No, it hasn't. Oh, gosh darn it all to heck. Right. Okay. Right, I'm gonna have to put it on its side and see if I can get it to work this way. It's because the ear brace, the actual brace itself, was moving when I was doing it, and it was just knocking the bloody screw out. There we go. Right. Okay. That's sort of... well, that's it. I've done it. Turn them lights off before I run out of thingy. I think I might leave it like that unless it's really... no, it's not. It's not flimsy at all, so it means if next time I want to next time if I want to remove anything, I can. But there it is, ladies and gents. Her room's done and his next. Good luck. Godspeed. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. Really, really happy. I even put some like chrome on the little ear bits. A little bit more on that side. Oh, right. Let's see how it matches the rest of it, shall we? Look it. Aha. Oh, that's awesome. It looks bloody right, doesn't it? Spot on. Thank you. Yes! Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. Right, I'll put these screws back in the poo bag because we just don't need them. Back in the box. Box go over there. I'm actually really excited now to finish all my projects and get my Master Chief going again. And I might be able to get it done for some cons or something next year. And then actually maybe hand some business cards out. Possibly get some commish. Or just some recognition. Right. Ugh. It's hanging over my head. Right. What do we need to do? Oh. It looks like... whoops. The only thing we need to do is this. And that's it. And then that's this done. And I can do the second one. Alright then. So we're going from here. And I've just spilt tea all over me, all over the bloody things. So that's always good, isn't it? Yeah, we do like that. Oh, that's another thing I need to do today, is I need to hex flex them shins for the livid gentleman. And then when he's come and collected them and we have made the exchange and I've got that neck seal, I think I'll take some photos and stuff of like me in the torso. And I think I've got my arms and stuff as well, so I'll be able to do like some sort of like technically thigh up shots, because the only thing I haven't got is shins and boots. So I'll be able to take some like actual photos and stuff, so that'll be quite cool. Might move all this shit out the way and take them in front of the green screen and have a mess about with backgrounds and such. Or I may simply just move the cameras and come on stream and stream it for a bit. Oh, I don't know. Very exciting, isn't it? Right. Bloody awkward paper modelling has made it so that there is a split in this freaking thing. So unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit awkward to put on unless I remove the split by putting it together, but then it might warp a bit, yeah. But I can push it down, I suppose. That'll be alright. You'll be fine. I don't think I should come on stream. I think Twitch doesn't like that. Well, you say that, but I believe there are a bunch of cam models that would disagree and say that they can get away with a hell of a lot for a long time before anybody pops in, and they get a lot of donations before they get removed. And then you know what happens after that, don't you? It's fucking OnlyFans o'clock. We'll get all those people with like Master Chief fetishes in, paying thousands a month for boot shots. I'm a funny guy. Right. Let's see now, shall we? Wow. Nope, not you yet. Isn't it usually courtesan's feet? 6 foot, 6 foot. I don't know what courtesans means. Oh, Cortana. Cortana's feet. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's a lot of Cortana stuff floating about. Or there used to be. There probably isn't anymore. Because, you know, this ain't the Halo 3 days anymore. I bet you any money there's like an absolute metric shit ton of fan art, if you can call it that, of like Chief doing Cortana and, you know, other such delicious morsels as that. And it'll all be dating 2010 onward, like 2008 onwards, I bet. cat getting smashed. I hope you mean the video game character, not the person that I'm making this suit for. Cat smash. We're in a strange set of circumstances when I actually have to get I have to make that distinction. So I'm making a reach suit for Cat, but it's not Cat because she's not Cat. Good times. Go. One. Scrap. Getting the Master Beth. Yeah, but then you get that problem of people that need their masturbatory aids to be completely accurate, or it takes them out of it. And it's like, she never met Master Chief. In law, she never met him. So there was no way that she'd ever get the Master Beth because she'd never actually met. Ugh. If my porn is not lore accurate, I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm not going there. I wonder if when they do the parody porn things, I wonder if they do them do them lore accurate to the actual subject matter that they're making the porn about. Like when you were on about Naz that you nearly got the XXX files by mistake. I wonder if they actually kept it accurate to the TV show. Mr. Wizard, what are you writing that you're not allowed to write? You can't write the word dildo, Mr. Wizard. Naughty. But I'll allow it. I've seen a Master Chief dildo in Germany. In where? Yeah, Germany. Yes, they're a lot more free with it in Germany. You shall not see violence, but we will show you full penetration on terrestrial television. Because we are German. Apparently. I don't know if that's still the case. That was the rumour back in the 90s when I was at the back end of school. When which would have been around the time that my porn interests will have been peaked. Sort of fell off since then. It's sad, really, because we're in the era of porn now. Because you don't have to pay for it anymore, do you? Hey, these kids today, these young'uns, they don't know the born. When I were a lad, you had to find porn in bushes. Because some scared old perv had chucked it and ran off. And you'd find a bin liner in woods. It was one hedge. Well, you'd expect it to be. It's a Super Soldier D, isn't it? I would expect nothing less. Now, because I'm dead old, right? Easy 20-inch. Ouchie. Jesus. You see, right now, because I'm old as fuck, and I was joking about like when in my day you had to find porn in bushes, but like that's a thing. Like that's an actual thing that nearly everybody my age and above talks about. That like the first time they ever saw like a magazine, for example, was they found it in a bush. And that's true all across the country. It happens in America as well because I've heard people on podcasts tell the exact same story, and it's like everybody's experiencing the same thing, the same life, almost, which is just weird. I used to nick it from the shop. I have to admit, I did attempt that when I was very, very young. Not like that young because I was more interested in the comics when I was very, very young. But yeah, I have attempted that same thing, but I was never successful. But yeah, the the finding a magazine in the bush story is like a universal, like everybody's everybody's done that. That story is like everyone's story that's my age. It's like, who were these dudes that were buying and or stealing magazines and then dumping them in bushes? And do you think that they were actually trying to help other young men's manhood grow? Like, not in the physical sense, but like, like the idea of, oh yes, I'll leave this for the teenagers to find, so that they can have a coming of age experience, arriving of age experience. I'd love to know. I'd like, because as an adult, I've never bought one of those magazines, so therefore I've never dumped one in the bushes. So like, what were the circumstances? What was going on? Were they like having a quick dirty look, and then they see Karen from down road walking dog, and they're like, "Looking through the magazine, all right, Karen." That's my thought. That's my theory. Is that you'd never expect Karen to turn up while you're trying to. I'm allowing the word wank as well. Danger wank in the bush. Yeah, well, that must be what it is. But it happens to everyone. Why can I not ask a question without being accused of doing the thing I'm asking about, Naz? I'd like to ask that question now, please. Answer. Because, like I say, it's like I'm really curious. I want to know. I want to know what the circumstances were, and how did those circumstances repeat so many times that everyone of my generation and above, like older, have that same story of finding a magazine in the bush? How did we all find magazines in the bush? How many dudes were danger wanking? Like, and Karen's turning up, like what's going on? What was like a magazine epidemic in the 90s and 80s clearly and 70s probably. And then all of a sudden it stopped with the end of print media, I think. Well, yeah, I found a porn mag in the bush. Where have you been? That was the whole beginning of this conversation. We've all found them. You've seen them in bins in the park. That is definitely the scenario I described, where it's like, "Yeah, looking through there. All right, Karen, in the bin, like straight in the bin." And of course, I found magazines in the bush. We all did. That's the whole point of this conversation. We all found magazines in the bush, or as Mr. Wizard says, the bin in the park. But they're all in like random public areas, slightly secluded. Like that bin might have been just off to the corner of a field, sort of thing, where on a sort of a dusky night, he's snuck out from the wife to have a look at the dirty mag, and like, and then there comes the neighbour walking the dog, and it's like, oh, quick, chuck it away. But that's the other thing; they were expensive. When you think about like how much a magazine costs in the 90s, some of them were like £1 or less, like 50p for like the TV mag and things like that. And then like you'd see these other magazines, the naughty magazines, and they'd be a fiver. A fiver in 90s money is like 15 quid now. Probably more than that now, thank you, cost of living crisis. But that's a lot of money to just chuck in the bin in the park, isn't it? Just because the embarrassment was that real that we just couldn't let Karen see us with a dirty mag, that we were willing to chuck 15 quid in the bush. This is not the conversation I thought I'd be having on this stream this morning. And that's why you rob it. Exactly. I see your logic. But what a weird... like, it's weird though, isn't it? I've yet to meet a person that has the other end of that story. Every story I've heard is the finding of the magazine, not the dumping of the magazine. The tone has dropped. It has. It has. I'm glad Mrs. Wizard isn't here. She'd be devastated. It's bad enough that Naz is here. To witness the tone. Nah, we've had like lower tone conversations between me and Naz before, so it's all good. But yeah. Have you like? I'm curious, Mr. Wizard. She would join in. I'm sure she's probably found one herself. Because I say, it's everyone found a magazine when they were younger. We all found magazines in the bush, and it doesn't happen anymore. That's the real death of print media, isn't it? Forget the newspapers. There's no more magazines in the bush. Excuse me, but I'm curious, Mr. Wizard. Have you ever heard the other end of that story? Like, I was walking down the street and then I dumped my porn mag in the bush and then I carried on with my story, sort of thing. Like, do you know what I mean? It doesn't exist. I've never met someone that was willing to admit that they dumped a magazine in the bin or the bush or whatever. I'm going to make it my mission to find out. Oh, I got a whisper from Sharkbait, I noticed. Yeah, I've done it, so my folks didn't find out I robbed it. Right, well, yeah, I suppose there is that. So what did you do? Bush? Bin? What was it? What did you do? Because that's an angle of the story I never thought about. Is people like in that position that rip some pages out for later. Yeah, but yeah, that you contributed to the phenomenon of found porn. Amazing. Oh, okay. British Gas has finally decided to reach out to me after I ordered it to be changed to prepayment meters. They're messaging me going, "Oh, we're here to help you with your overdue balance. Where's me card? Where's me card to take to shop and top up me bloody balance then, knobs?" I'm gonna tell me mum. Oh, don't tell me you're sending me pictures of magazine clippings that you've found that you kept all these years. No, that's looking good, mate. Take that bloody stand off the bloody counter. That great big hump isn't there. It should be. It's like an add-on that they just added with the Nerf gun for no reason. That's what it should look like, mate. It's just this. Just this. And then it's all authentic. With my inauthentic paint job. The paint is drying. Yeah. Well, I'll allow it for now. This is what I'm talking about. You know, like if my porn isn't lore accurate, I just can't go anywhere with it. Oh yeah, like I say, I got a whisper from Sharkbait complaining that twice in a row I'd just gone off stream as he tried to join. So it's twice you've done that. I'm like, all right, join me now. Oh, you sending me more? Hey, there we go. My brain will rest now. Rest easy. It's unfortunate that I did the paint job in the time that the guns had first been released and they'd released the first trailers and stuff, and the first statue that was basically painted like the unfinished Chief models before release. So mine was just black and grey, and it didn't have any stripes on it or any variation in the colour. And then by the time the game came out, they'd altered it, and I was gutted because I don't want to do it again. Get on sooner then. You get on sooner. I don't know. I don't know. You get on it soon. What the hell does that even mean? Right. Okay. I think. Let's see if that's. See, this needs to be like a straight across thing, not a bent thing. And this is like. This is the problem with this right here. Right now. Is like. Oh yeah, and I forgot I was going to cut the top of these off. Glue mouse. Because they're not supposed to poke over the top here, and the foam was just that little bit too big. I'm sorry, glue mouse. Yeah, it was like another one of those foam to paper translation problems. So that should be a bit better, but still it should be like that. And is it over, or it sort of is? Right. Okay, I'm gonna glue these on first to the bottom here and the side here. And then we'll get the rest done. Right. Oh, no, no. Still can't do it. No. I'm added deals to it later. Shark bait. What? Oh, shark bait should get on sooner. Yeah, I'm with you. And I'm guessing you went for details, did you? Welcome to Dyslexia Podcasting. Welcome to Dyslexia Halo Builds. Well, we all know what we're talking about, but we can't spell it. Right, I'm gonna go get another cup of tea and glue this on and leave it to dry. And then I'm going to attempt to put the middle bit in between them to see how they bend. And then once that's sort of settled, glue the bottom in. And then I'm pretty much going to end it there because I want to get the shins painted, and that's not something I can do in this room at this time. So when them shins are done, that's it for the day. And I'll try and get on a bit earlier tomorrow. But still, like, it's still something I'm still debating, like, what time I'm going to do stuff. Just had to take a really shitty call about what? Work or what? I'm gonna have to make a really shitty call fairly soon. Bloody British Gas, and say, like, now come on. I ordered to be on prepayment meters, you giant. See you next Tuesdays. Work. What was it? The agency, or was it a bloody client call? Ugh. I will do. Okay. I'm going to take it now because bending them together is going to be an ordeal, and I need a cup of tea for that. So, BRB. Bonjour. Ow. Niffing off as Mrs. Wiz needs me, but I'll watch you on my phone. Okay. Makes no odds to me how you watch, Mr. Wizard. As long as you're watching me, I can feel confident. Lovely. Right, let's see. Let's see if we can get this glued. Oh, that's gone on very nicely. Oh, no, no, that was a lie. There we go. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Oh, excuse me. Hiccuping. Okay, it's on. Now I've got to figure out what to do about that massive gap on the bottom. Right, I've got to try and get the whole thing to bend into position, like so. I may even have to put something like a stick or something in the bottom here and glue it on to keep it where it needs to be so I can glue it. This is going to be a tough one. Right, I think I know what to do. If I can get this in position to where it's going to look good, like so. Yeah. So if that's like that, and I just squash it into place like so. Hang on. Yeah. If I keep hold of it like that, I'll be able to... No, it's moving. I found that's half the bloody problem. Mrs. Wizard is going to make all the decals for the rifle. Would you be interested in a set? Yes. Yes, please. That would be cracking. Yes, please, and thank you, and please, and thank you. Right, what I'm going to have to do is just hold it in position, hide a load of glue on it, like so, and just turn it over and hold. Going to cost a tenner to make, then send. She's not started yet, but when she's done, then I'll drop you a message. Yeah, brilliant. I should be able to sort you out when it's done. Yeah, thank you in advance, Mr. and Mrs. Wizard. It keeps moving. The glue is never gonna behave itself. Oh, I can smell weed. Like I just got a waft of it. Yep, great. It's coming in from my front door. So someone has dank. Someone's clearly smoked something walking past my door and it's just wafted in through the door. Great, I'm gonna have a headache now. Every time, like, ever since I stopped doing it, like 10 years ago, every time I smell it now, like if I get like a really strong whiff of it, 420 the herb. Yeah, every time I get like a strong whiff of it nowadays, it gives me a massive headache, which just basically guarantees that I'll never be able to do it again. And that's fine. Like, I don't miss it. I always thought that I would because I lived on it for so long. I always thought like I'd maybe miss doing it, but I really don't. I just spat on it. Right. Okay. I'll try and glue these side bits in as well. So I had to just get gravity to do its job as well there. I've got my finger on it, just like pushing it further in than it actually needs to be, so when the glue settles I can let it go and it'll push back out just that little bit to where it should be. I'm going to sound super boring, but I've never done drugs or smoked, and I don't drink very often. Maybe a few times a year. Yeah, well, I mean, I did enough for the pair of us, mate, and I don't miss it. I don't miss any of it, and I really don't drink very much at all. I went through a phase this year of maybe going out once a week with my mate that lives nearby, near this flat, and because I don't drink very often anymore at all, I'd wake up with the worst hangovers, and it's just like it wasn't worth it. It's just not. I get so hung over now. I don't think I ever got that hung over in my 20s. Like, I just don't think it's a case of, like, you know, I just don't think it ever happened. But it's like, you know, for me, weed was good for ideas and writing music, and it is good for ideas. But I found, to my detriment, that it's not good for performance. Like, whatever it might be. Like, if you smoke too much and then try and play a video game, you're going to be crap at the video game. If you smoke too much and try and play an instrument, you're going to be crap, you know. So I would do my best to not do it before I had to play a gig, or if I was doing, pulling an all-nighter playing with my mates on Halo 3, I would not do that either. I also get drunk really quick. Well, I don't know. I think, like, I can have a beer and it does what it's supposed to do. It will intoxicate you, but I'm not really drunk at that point. It's like tipsy is the typical word people use, isn't it? The other thing that benefits me is there's not a lot of alcohol that I actually like drinking anymore, like, at all. Um, I drink non-alcoholic beer when I go out. I hate that stuff. I mean, it's like I say, there's a lot of drink that I do not like the taste of. I don't like to drink. So to find non-alcoholic beers that I actually like, or non-alcoholic anything that I actually like, is a taller order than finding an alcoholic drink that I actually like. And to this day, there's only really, there's two beers that I like, and that's the Hobgoblin Gold beer. I like that, and I like Punk IPA, the Brewdog Punk IPA. And then as far as spirits go, it's Honey Jack Daniels, and that's it. Those are the three that I like, and literally anything else is horrible. And those three beers, drinks, are like strategically chosen for the least amount of hangover as well. It's like, not only do I sort of like the taste of them, but they don't really hang me over too badly either. So there you go. That's that. Now, am I done? So I feel like I could add that on, and I maybe should, because that looks messy as fook right there. But that's the front of the arm done. Like, let's see if I can squeeze my hand in. So that's it. It's looking good. Just hope it's not too big. She did say, right, hang on. Let me just measure. Yeah, I think that's about right. I'm just going to go back to Kat's messages and make sure I've got this right and I haven't mixed it up with the bicep measurement, because that would suck. Let's see now. Yeah, wrist to elbow 27 centimeters, and this has gone to 26, so that's fine, because then it gives her like wrist movement, and the biceps 22 from like top to bottom, so that's good. Okay. I feel like they might be a bit baggy for her, but they are a bit, it's a bit thin, so it might just grip her like round the top of the forearm. So that's alright. But yeah, I think that's done, actually. I don't think we need the thing on here. So that's one done. One down. I drank too much when I was young, and then I stopped as I was trying to get in the police force. Narc! Yeah, I was not. I just wanted to be straight. I just wanted to straighten myself out a bit. Really, I felt like there was loads I wanted to do and I wasn't getting it done because I was doing that instead. The A and the D, the alcohol and the drugs, and by the time I got to like 30, I was like, I've wasted a lot of my time, haven't I? And like the stuff I wanted to do, I was pursuing, and I was I was legitimately trying to be a professional musician. The problem is like, because I was doing all the rest of the stuff as well, it was started to become more about that than music. And I started to do more like just trying to get things to a point where I'd be able to like sit and drink or sit and smoke. Yeah, well, the money thing, I have no idea how I afforded any of it. It's one of the things about my 20s that I can't remember, was where I was getting money from and how I was affording to exist and do all that stuff. It was like, I honestly don't know where it was coming from. Because like, yeah, I don't have a clue. I'll maybe have a flashback one day, and when I do, I'll inform you. When like I had a dream. I remembered where everything came from, but probably not. It's just, a part of my life that I wouldn't say I'm not proud of, but at the same time, there's not really a lot in that part of my life that I can be proud of. There's glimmers here and there, like my band got really successful at the time, and I went on tour with them. Maybe a couple of other little bits and pieces like that. But for a decade's worth of living, I mean, some people call it living, being drunk all the time and the rest of it, but there really wasn't a lot of living going on. It was just like sitting around. And I was starting to use everything else as a sort of an excuse to sit around and drink and other stuff, and it just started being counterproductive, and wasn't like getting done what I wanted to get done. And I often think, like, what would things have been like how would my career have turned out if I didn't do all the drinking and all the rest of it. I'm sorry, hang on, I've just spotted something here. Oh, it's fell off. But that was on there, and that was there. Look, a camel. Never mind. Right. Right. Okay, with this done, tomorrow I will start on part 2. I'm going to take some pictures of that for Kat, and I'm going to go paint these thighs. Oh, Mr. Wizard, what do you think of my new camera? I'm not red anymore. Look, I've got flesh tones. See? And I've been able to add another light into the place so I can see better what I'm doing, and hopefully so can you. So yeah, it's very nice. Thank you. Right. I want to wear my suit. I want to wear my suit with my new helmet and lights. Right. You fellas. Oh, sorry, cat arm. You're gonna get painted, you pair of bitches. And I'll see everyone tomorrow. As of yet, undetermined whether it's going to be a day stream or a night stream. Because again, I still don't know how I'm going to be doing this long term. I'm still going to do it. I'm still because I'm going to be doing this obviously. So I want to stream it. Same. I want to wear your suit. I'm guessing that was. Yeah, I'm still gonna stream what I'm doing because I'm still gonna be doing it, and I wanna share it with people. Let's go to a con like now. I would, but I've got no trousers. It's like I've got no shins and I've got no boots, so I'd be walking around like from the knees up, chief. Knees up, chief, and ooh, I could be a paddling pole chief. Get the fuck on it, mate. You saw me go through the rigmarole of making these for Livid Gent. No, give me a break. And I've got Kat's suit to make. I've got to make these for Kat. She's paid for them. I haven't paid me to do this. So yeah, I will get on it though, but I don't want excuses, I want results. Paddling pool chief though. Take a little inflatable paddling pool and I'll just roll up me undersuit and be barefoot and just sort of stand in my paddling pool with me with me assault rifle. That'd work. Beach chief. Assault on the control room chief. But as if he decided he ran out of the drop ship and went, oh, that's a lovely beach there, isn't it? It's not assault on the control room, is it? What is it called? Is it assault on the control room? The one where you dropped off on the beach. Put a cardboard warthog around your waist. Well, nah, because then I'd have to build the warthog, and I might as well put my time into building and painting my actual parts that I need. I'll try and I'm gonna because Mr. Livid Gent's on about wanting me to do boots for him now as well, and I believe with the same size shoe. So if I do that, then I'll make both of them at the same time. I'll make mine and his, and then I'll make these as well. After that, because all I've really got to do next is a helmet, and it's for a British guy, so it's not going to cost a lot to send, and he's paid for it. In fact, he paid for the rest of it a week ago, a couple of days ago rather, last week. So with that being the only thing I need to do, I can full speed ahead finishing my own suit off. Let's plan a con next year. I would we live so far away, unless you're on about coming up to one that's up here. And then I can sort of warrant that. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to because there's other people that have been asking me to go as well. And but then at the same time, I kind of want to do suits for like my whole family. I want to get them all to go. Um, be like a Halo family. I thought about doing like a little grunt costume for my 2-year-old. It'd just be amazing running around as a little grunt. But he'd not want to keep the he wouldn't want to keep a helmet on. I don't think. A little like little triangular like suit on him running around. That'd be amazing. It'd just be. It wouldn't be fair though. Bless him. He wouldn't understand. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh dear. I'm glad I caught that. There was a gap in there, and then this just snapped like into. Oh well. I'll get that glued and get them painted. But yeah, like I say, it took me about 4 hours to get round to this bloody point again. I'll be on tomorrow. I just don't know when. In the morning if it's doable, and the night if it's not. So, thanks for watching, Mr. Wizard. Thanks to anyone else that watches after the fact, and I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Nighty night.